this is where I'm going to. And you told me this. We did a workshop. We judged a event we did with Ruin in Utah, 2013. And this is what you said to me. I remember we had this conversation, and we talked about that event because I was like, "Hey, I was at that event that you're talking about." You were like, "I seen 300 Filipino kids cheer for us. I was amazed." And I was like, and you said this to me, quote unquote. Let's hear it. Because of that, the World War, you want to bring back Radiotron.
Well, yes, that was because of what happened in San Francisco, and I was so moved and I was so inspired. Like I wanted to do something about it, you know. I didn't start. I wanted to do something about it, but we were traveling. You know, we were in Santa Cruz, San Francisco, and we started traveling, going to different places. We got sponsored by Converse, so we were flying out to Miami. And then we got sponsored by Puma, so I was busy. Not until I went to Europe, and I went to Europe in '93. I went to Switzerland, Denmark, and Germany, and then I came back and I went to Japan right away. When I came back from Japan, that's when I wrote a plan on the plane. I was like, okay, definitely, I got to do Radiotron. That was what called me into the action, because now I got inspired by San Francisco. I started doing performances. I went to Europe. Then I saw what they were doing in Europe, and I was like shocked. I felt like I was back in that 1980s all over again. So for me, I believe that it was a combination. San Francisco sparked it. It was a light bulb. And then I think when I came back from Japan and Europe, it caused me into action, because they wanted to know how was the scene out here in the West Coast. Europeans wanted to know, what is the scene? How many b-boys are in America? Who's breaking? Is there any more people, right? And yeah, there was. I mean, even though San Francisco had a scene, but there was only a few amount of b-boys that were top in their game. There was only a few. You can actually probably name them, right? So that's when I said, okay, I got to do Radiotron. I got to come back and do Radiotron. Before I did Radiotron, I had to actually do a research. Who owns the name of Radiotron? And that's when I found out, when I went to the records. That's when I found out who actually owned Radiotron. And to my surprise, it was Canon Film. So '93, I went to work. And in November of '93, I was supposed to do Radiotron. I had already organized and everything, but we had an earthquake. It didn't happen. So it took me back to the beginning, January 22nd of 1994. It was actually the first Radiotron I did.
And would you say that was the first official competition in America? That was like the style that you guys did.
Not the first one, but the second Radiotron, which is this one.
Oh dang! It's pulling out receipts.
Yo, put that on the big screen right there, real quick. Yes.
This right here, Profo, was I created. I videotaped it. You know, and this is style. Renegades versus freestyle.
Freestyle, yeah.
You know, and as if you can read here, it says the first World Breaking Federation. The first World Breaking Federation. I'm thinking competition, right? I'm thinking athletic sports. I'm thinking like, okay, next level stuff. Why am I saying the first World Breaking Federation? Why am I saying even federation? Right? So this was the second Radiotron was done at the Gotham Club, and it was basically where like I said, freestyle versus Renegades, and Renegades versus taking the trophy. The first World Breaking Federation trophy goes to the Renegades.
Hey, Caesar,
there you go. There's.
Let me ask you: Did you watch WWF coming up around this time? Because when you say world breaking, there's a World Wrestling Federation, the WWF, right?
No.
Maybe that could have. No. Oh, okay.
Well, or no. I was just thinking we need like a federation. We need a group of people to come together, you know, and start doing things, you know, because for me, when I started Radiotron, it was like I had a dream. It was a dream. I knew that that I was gonna start a movement that was the whole world was gonna start doing again. Everyone was gonna start breaking again. Everyone's gonna start, and then some of the crew members didn't believe me. Like Chuco didn't believe me. Like, nah, it's not gonna be like before. No, it's not gonna be like before. It's gonna be even better than before. But everyone in the world is gonna start breaking again. Because I just saw the vision that we're in right now. I saw that back in 92, 93, that actually started in San Francisco and then throughout Europe and Asia. I saw it. It was a vision. So
this is what I'm saying. No, the thing is, this is my old man rant flex stuff, is that everyone came into the scene already at 2000, 98, when there was already established in America. But you were the first to do. Most of the people that think of the b-boy culture, like the culture, like that's not culture, you pushed it. You were the first one with VHS competitions. Are you not?
Yes, I was actually the first one who created a professional VHS.
Yes, because everything was copies, right? Everything is like, there you go. There you go. Check out the flex on that. Check out the flex on that. Pull that up. Pull that up,
bro. Pull it up, bro.
This right here is what did it. This right here, Radiotron 6 and 7.
Who did the art for that?
There was two graffiti artists, Slick and Create, but Slick did the whole layout, and then also I'm sorry, there's one more. The guy who did this one right here, this is actually me right here. That's Drew Rock from our crew. And then the letters was done by Create, Radiotron, and who put it all nice together was actually Slick, the graffiti artist, a very well-known graffiti artist.
Shout out to Slick. So this is what I'm saying. This is the beginning of everyone else. So for me, Caesar, I'm before this. So my attitude of it is from the 80s. It's you went to the jams. Like the jams are like Radiotron is a jam, meaning it was just dancing. There's no competition. Maybe you battle someone in the cypher. There's no one. The most competition was back then was a talent show, right?
Yes, it was more of a contest. Yeah.
Yeah. But you were the one that was like, no, you're going to go head to head and you're actually going to battle.
Exactly. I was already thinking competition structure wise. You know, at that time, there was nobody else.
Thank you.
There was nobody else. Asia, Asia came from Colorado. And when she came out here, of course, she, got introduced to the whole scene out here. But Asia and Easy Rock, they came to Radiotron. Same thing with Cross. They were all there witnessing this amazing experience, this amazing legendary battle between the Renegades and Style Elements. We were pretty much all there. So out of that, I believe that they got inspired to
do B-Boy Summit. Yeah, 100.
B-Boy Summit, and later on, Freestyle Session came that's holding the flag up to.
That's what I'm saying. You were the first. Like, no one actually credits that. When everyone talks about, I'm part of the culture. No, you're talking about what Little Caesar created. Not the culture. not the culture me and Caesar is from. Me and Caesar are from, it's a jam was a dance. Maybe they play some slow songs in the end of the night. Something like that. You're breaking, but then, it was a party.
Yeah,
but you created the structure that is now. Because Summit didn't even have competition until 97.
Miami.
Pro-Am,
exactly. So and I thank you guys for really just wanted to search the truth and wanted to know the roots of it, even before me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to give credit to credit's due. But I thank you for bringing me up on board and just so I can lay it down the way it is, because that's the way it is. Radiotron was actually the first event structure-wise in a form of competition. So with that being said, and like I said, man, you know what? It wasn't just me, Profo and Jasoul. It wasn't just me. My wife was behind it. And Victor Orozco was another partner that partnered up with me, who actually helped me put together. He used to go by Buster Brown, you know, but his real name is Victor Orozco, and I gotta give him so much props because he helped me at the very, very beginning, partner up, putting funding the event so it would happen, you know, to want to make a difference in our community so we can bring breaking back, you know, and the vision that God gave me.
Okay, so Pro and Caesar, let's let Caesar go first on this. You guys are mentioning the 80s culture. It seems like you're kind of dividing the competition from Radiotron on, like we see where it is today. It's about to be in the Olympics, right? You know, it's the grandest stage of competition. How do you feel like the competition and that competition and where it is today, how it changed, how it shifted? You know, we spoke about this in prior episodes, you know, the cypher element about it. I'd love to hear Caesar's take on that and, you know, how you view the scene right now, you know, from then on and from where you guys came from. Because I'm 95. So it's definitely after.
Yo, this is Shadow Rock and PROFOWON.
And this is Jasoul.
And you're watching the Gearhdz Breakcast. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell at the top for notifications, and follow us on Instagram at Gearhdz Breakcast. Peace, y'all.
Peace.